on camera? Yeah, I'm on camera.
Hey guys.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Welcome to...
It's been a while.
It's been a minute. It's been like 2 weeks since we've done an episode of our wonderful little podcast.
Oh, shit. Man, I really fucked this bracket up.
Here, you do an intro. I'll draw the...
West. This is the West.
You should have drawn, like, names.
Yeah, no, that's what I...
I
forgot
okay.
about
Okay,
that.
I get it. We want to give us a little bit of exposition about what we're doing there.
So we're talking about... This is the NBA. NBA is the National Basketball Association. Basketball being a sport. Do you think that's good enough? You think they get it now?
Yeah.
Rockets, Houston.
Houston, and I'm just going off.
That's fine. I was just trying to make it smaller, but then I took up too much space anyway.
I feel like making it...
Oh my god, Warriors, Lakers?
What?
That's kind of gas.
Where do you see Warriors Lakers?
Is this from last year?
That is the... Yeah, I think that's wrong.
No, this is from this year. Look, Pistons, Knicks. Pacers, Bucks.
Mine says Warriors Grizzlies. Warriors Grizzlies. And then... Hold on, let's find the...
Is this one not updated?
Yeah, this is on the NBA as of yesterday.
Oh, shit. Well, that's fine. The only thing... Where are the T-Wolves? So the only thing that happened is the Wolves passed the Grizzlies.
That makes sense.
This was... I just picked the first picture that popped up.
Anyway.
2025. What the hell is this? Oh, 2023. I typed in 2025 and now it's showing me 2023 bullshit. Thanks, internet. Am I right? Lakers Warriors would have been gas too.
Yeah, Lakers Warriors is a sweet matchup. So we got OKC, the 8th seed. We got the Nuggets.
I'm doing the West.
You're doing the West?
Yeah.
Dang, Navatal. Alright, redoing this. Look at us podcast. I love how we're talking away from the microphone.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Okay, so we got...
Lakers are LAL, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Bulls.
LAL. Clippers LAC. Okay, see. It's Denver. Hawk Tua.
Hawk Tua.
That's funny. Do you guys drop a comment if you think Hawk Tua is funny? You guys think Hawk Tua is still funny? Her Hawk Tua's magic. Hawk Tua. Bulls Heat? Yuck. Who's even on the fucking Heat?
I can't name a single player on the Heat. Like, I was thinking about that for when we do talk about these matchups. Like, I honestly pull up the Heat roster. Let's talk about Bulls Heat first.
Okay.
While I finish this board.
I feel like I should be, before I look, I feel like I should name a player. But everyone I'm thinking of is a Raptor.
Oh yeah, the Raptors aren't even in the tournament.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I'm alright with that. Nope, that's a Trailblazer. Trailblazers in it? No, they're not. Heat players. They got like a center, probably. Şengün's not a Heat though. He's a Rocket, right? Yep, he's a Rocket. It's just there are too many red teams.
I'm trying to think of who plays on that. I know they just traded Jimmy Butler away from the Heat.
Yep. Chris Bosh.
Is Bismack on the Heat right now?
No, he's on like the Grizzlies or some shit.
Heat roster. I'm Googling it.
Alright.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm pulling it up too, I guess.
Oh, Kevin Love is on the Heat.
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love.
K-Love, man.
I don't think he's starting.
Oh, Tyler Hero. Oh, Bam on Adebayo.
Yeah.
Okay, this team sucks.
Oh, Alec is on the Heat.
Burks, really?
Yeah.
I thought he was a Knick for some reason.
No, that's probably because
Oh, they got
I always
Nikola Jovic.
put him on the. That's gotta suck.
Yeah, big time. Terry Rozier, Duncan Robinson.
Let's look at their matchup against the Bulls. Josh
I'll
Giddey
pull
and
up
the Bulls.
I'll pull up the Bulls. Or I'll have the Heat up, I guess.
Bulls have Josh Giddey.
Can
Lonzo
I say something?
Ball. What?
I don't like either of these teams.
I don't either. I have been kind of vibing with Josh Giddey lately.
Why is that?
Because he's kind of a sweet hooper. And he didn't touch kids. And that's cool.
Didn't touch him.
No, didn't like they come out that all that stuff was not true.
I have no idea. I haven't followed shit about Josh
I'm pretty
Giddey,
sure I
I'll
saw.
believe you, man. Whatever.
And don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that I saw that all of this stuff, like it was just a different person in like the videos he was in trouble for. Like he just like deadass wasn't him.
The case was dropped.
Mhm. But like I think it's like actually,
That doesn't always mean.
Well, yeah, no, but I think I remember seeing a thing of someone complaining because like Josh Giddey seems like a sex pest and he's not. But they're like, man, it was funny making Josh Giddey jokes. What are you reading there?
I got nothing on it, so I'm not gonna comment on it.
I'm also a huge Lonzo Ball fan.
Is he on the?
He's on
Bulls?
the Bulls, yeah.
Shit.
So,
Okay, we can.
I gotta
we
go
can
with-
just say Bulls and move on.
I gotta go with Bulls in this matchup, yeah. So
I fucked my bracket big time.
Oh yeah, we'll make red ones for the. We'll put Bulls here. You want to do?
Why wouldn't you? Oh, whatever.
Yeah, because that's this matchup. I also fucked this
Let's
up.
finish that plan first.
All right, the Magic
Magic.
and Hawks.
Give me the Magic, man. Actually, let me check. I'll pull up the Magic roster.
I'll pull up the Hawks roster.
Good
'Cause
idea.
I think they got Trae Young.
Well, yeah, they
Yeah,
got Trae Young.
Trae
Who else
Young.
do they got? Dyson Daniels.
Yeah.
Let me just see.
They got Clit.
Oh shit! Yeah, Click Capella. The Magic went 41-41.
That's all. That's a good season. That's a solid season.
Yeah. Pistons would have killed that last year.
Yeah. They did kill someone for that.
Injuries. Orlando Magic injuries. Suggs is out. Wagner's out for the season. So it looks like they should have Banchero and Wagner, Franz Wagner, back, who are like the two big stars on that team.
Yep.
Both of them hoop like crazy.
Yeah. I think that probably give it to the Magic. They seem like a more well-rounded team.
They got KCP.
Yeah.
Um,
You want to take us to the West?
yeah. They got Mac McClung.
They got McClung.
Yeah, they got Mac McClung.
Doesn't he like play 0 minutes?
Yeah, he's got he's averaging 5 minutes out of 2 games.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He has 0 points. He has 1 rebound. And 3 assists. That's pretty good.
That's not terrible, no.
You know, if I did that in an NBA game, I would be awesome. He's also the guy that wins like the dunk contest.
Yeah, it's the dunk contest.
All right. Kings, Dallas Mavericks.
Kings, Mavs.
Both of these teams suck nuts.
Yeah, I don't think the Mavericks deserve to win anything.
I'm on your side there.
And I don't think. Who's on the Kings nowadays? Because isn't Fox on the Spurs now?
I'll pull him up. Sacramento Kings roster. They got DeMar DeRozan,
DeMar
Keon
DeRozan.
Ellis,
Keon Ellis.
fan of the show, Keon Ellis, Doug McDermott, DeMontis Sabonis. They got Valanciunas,
Oh, so they got some good hoopers. But
Zach LaVine, Malik Monk.
Malik Monk
Yeah,
is
Malik
sweet.
Monk's sweet.
I don't see my thing is I feel like actually like AD being healthy, Dallas is underseeded because they've had didn't I think that they had like 7 healthy players for a good part of the season.
I also don't like them.
But I want them to lose.
Yeah, so let's just pick the Kings.
I say we pick the Kings here, but I think AD is a good enough hooper to carry them. If he's
No one's gonna be
playing
able to
good.
read that, but I don't care. Warriors, Grizzlies.
I think Warriors got it here, 100%.
What do you
Grizzlies,
think about who is on the Grizzlies? Ja.
Ja, they got Yuki,
Oh,
Zach
Zach
Edey, some good hoopers there.
Yeah.
But like, if you look at the
Warriors have been on a heater since they picked up Jimmy Butler.
since they picked up Jimmy, they got Draymond, they got Steph. I just think that they bring too much experience to the
Yeah.
table to lose to a pretty young
I'm with you.
and tumultuous team as Memphis. However, I do think Memphis beats the Kings
Yeah.
to get to the 8th seed.
Perfect. Beautiful. And we're gonna put the Warriors over here. Beautiful, beautiful.
So,
Wow.
there's-
Where's the cap to this? You have it?
I have it in my hands. We gotta finish the play-in on this side. We got
Hawks,
Bulls, Hawks. I kind of still want to give it to the Bulls.
I mean, Trae Young, Dyson Daniels. I like the Hawks. This
Yeah.
I think that's a good matchup.
You
I would
think
take the
so?
Hawks.
You think the Hawks?
Yeah. I'd be willing to say Bulls, though.
Well, I just don't think that either of these teams are really strong teams.
Well,
so
that's
I
the
think it should
issue.
Go either way.
That's the issue with when you have 20 teams in the playoffs every year. You're going to get
Yeah.
teams that suck.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be this many teams in the NBA playoffs. That's not even a hot take. That's a good take.
But I think like the play-in, because like I like the play-in tournament. I think it's
It's
cool
cool.
thing to play into the playoffs.
Yeah.
And this is kind of the playoffs.
Yeah.
So if you think about these as qualifiers for the playoffs, and it's really only 16 teams. That's kind of cool.
That kind of. But it's still too many.
You think 16's too many?
16 is more than half, still, of the NBA.
It's cool though. Like you get
It
to
is-
watch
it
your
is-
team in
it
the
is
playoffs
cool.
more often.
But that also means that playoff games kind of mean less. You know, because you can make it to the playoffs with a losing record.
Yeah.
A sizable amount of teams will make it to the playoffs with a losing record.
Yeah, I do.
You
think
can't do that in baseball.
I don't think that makes the playoffs worse though. I think it makes the regular season worse.
That's also true.
Yeah. Well, I think it's still like
I'd be willing.
Like you think about the Mavs, Pat Beverly in the play-in tournament. That was one of the
Yeah.
most hyped things. of all
I'm
time.
not saying get rid of the play-in tournament necessarily. I like that feature of the playoffs. I'm just saying have less teams.
So maybe
So,
take these teams and like make it so there's only 6 spots or something.
Sure, cut it down. 16 is like the most I would be happy with. You have like, it's if you got 16 teams, that's I don't care. I don't really care. At the end of the day, I don't even really like how the NFL does it.
I don't
think
know.
14 is a little bit too much over.
I don't really disagree. I guess I disagree with you because I like watching more basketball.
Right.
And this way you get to do that. So
Yeah, but
we'll go Hawks here.
yeah. It's just the thing about basketball is it's the hardest game to cheat your way into a championship. And that's something that I should probably evidence. But like when the Giants won the Super Bowl, when they were like 8-8.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they were a bad team, but they got lucky. And being lucky is important in sports, but it's way harder to get lucky in basketball because there's thousands of scoring opportunities in a season. When in football, there's like 5 a game. So if one of those goes your way, you got the Giants as the Super Bowl champion.
Which is awesome.
Which is awesome.
That's sweet.
But that doesn't happen in basketball because you play 7 games, 5 game, 7 game series. So the Bulls aren't going to beat the Cavs in a 7 game series when there's 100+ scoring opportunities a game because the Cavs on average are better than the Bulls.
Well, I think that also
So it's harder to get like a Cinderella run through the NBA playoffs.
I kind of like that though because it rewards good teams for being good.
Yeah, but then why have the Bulls in there? If it's like they're not gonna win. It doesn't matter that they're in there because they're not gonna win.
Well,
They
they
have
could.
the fucking Kings.
They could though.
They could, yeah.
That's
They're not
That's the
gonna.
whole point. I mean, if you go on this pipeline, then it's like, what's the point of having any playoffs? You just give it to the statistically best team, you know. Like, and you look at the West. Golden State is probably a good contender for.
They're the 7 seed.
They're the 7th seed.
7 seed is reasonable. I think 14 or 16 teams in the playoffs is normal. 20 is a lot because then you're putting teams that are below average in the playoffs. You know.
Yeah, I get that.
It's fine the way it is now. It's just kind of lame.
I don't know. I disagree with you entirely because if they don't if there's 4 teams in the playoffs versus 8, then you drop the bottom 4. It's kind of the same thing as the bottom 4 losing in the first round. So I just think it's games that could be played versus games that are not played, and I'm pro watching basketball.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like big playoffs. I do think though that 7-game series might be a little much. You know?
That's not my issue with it. I think that's reasonable.
You think that's reasonable?
Yeah.
You don't think
Maybe 5. I would be fine with just a 5-game series down the way. Maybe have the championship be 7, everything else be 5.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of basketball. You know.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to on topic.
Yeah.
Cavs, Hawks. Cavs, Donovan Mitchell.
Evan Mobley.
Yeah.
Jared Allen.
Good players.
They're very,
Hawks
very,
don't
very
really
good
have a
team.
chance here.
No.
So we're gonna,
I like the Hawks.
I like the Hawks.
I think they've got a future. It's
Yeah.
just not this year.
I don't think Trae Young is really a face that leads a team.
No.
I think they got a lot.
He's a star. He's for sure a stud on that team.
Definitely. I think he's kind of
The team needs more.
Yeah. I think Devin Booker is a pretty similar player to him, where he's a good player.
Booker could come to the Pistons.
Yeah. And Booker would be a great addition to the team, but Cade Cunningham would still be the leader, you know?
Yeah, obviously.
Cade is the Pistons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the shooter.
And the shooter. He was hooping the other day against the Bucks. I mean, they lost, but
Yeah, whatever. Speaking of the Bucks, Pacers Bucks.
Pacers Bucks. Who's on the Pacers?
Pascal Siakam.
Because I know the Bucks is a really strong team.
It's Giannis. Is
Yeah.
Dame back?
Oh, Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, Halliburton. He's a baller.
Yeah, Halliburton's sweet. I like Halliburton a lot as a player, but I again just don't think
Is Damian Lillard back?
Dame.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is Dame still hooping good?
I don't know.
Oh, Bobby Portis Jr.
He is able to participate in shooting drills and light running.
Ooh.
It's not a great sign.
Even without Dame, though, I still think the Bucks take this.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
This is a good one. Knicks Pistons. The Pistons
Hear me
did
out.
just beat the Knicks.
Yeah.
However,
Although late season, both teams clinch the playoffs. They're not playing as hard as they will now.
Right.
I think the Pistons have a legitimate shot at taking this game.
I think they do. Let's look at the Pistons roster.
I'll pull up the Knicks, I guess.
Yeah, I know the Knicks roster pretty well.
I mean, our sixth man is second in the league in 3-pointers. He's not a starter.
Who isn't?
Malik Beasley.
Oh yeah.
You know the only person ahead of him? Edwards.
Ant, yeah.
That's crazy.
It's weird that Ant is a shooter now. It's
Yeah,
a
little
weird
bit.
thing that's happened. What do you mean Anthony Edwards is the best shooter in the league?
No. Okay. So, best player on the court
Oh.
is Cade Cunningham.
Do you think best player? You think Cade Cunningham is better than Cat?
Yes.
I disagree with you.
Okay, maybe not Cat. It's close. They're both really good.
They're both really good. Cade is a good player.
Cade's probably a better scoring option too.
Cade's a better scorer.
I don't know if anyone on the Knicks can guard him. Like,
Yeah. Well,
well
Jalen
enough.
Brunson's a tough defender.
Yeah.
And Jalen Brunson is a good facilitator. I think
I'm not saying the Knicks are bad. I'm not saying they're for sure losing. They're a good team.
the Knicks have. It's tough because
Obviously, they're
the
the
Pistons
three
are
seed, they have the
really
advantage.
a really good defensive team.
Pistons are they. If Isaiah Stewart played more and fouled less, he could be like the best defensive player.
Yeah, yeah. And then
Jalen Duren,
Asar Thompson, that guy's a stud.
He's a stud. Dennis Schroeder, the shooter.
The shooter.
We got the shooter out there, man.
I definitely think that we're gonna see 6 games out of this series.
Is it it's out of 7?
I believe so. I don't think it's. I think it will be the Knicks. I do because I think Jalen Brunson with Hart and Cat and Bridges.
You got Tim Hardaway Jr.
Tim Hardaway.
I'm willing to say Knicks, but I will watch that series, and I think it's going to be a good.
I think it's going to be
a really good
I think
series.
this is the best matchup in the first round of the playoffs by far.
Oh, big time.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to the good old
Tigers are
Knicks.
playing. We're recording this Monday, April 14th at 7. It is 7:40 p.m. So the Tigers are playing.
Ah, cool.
So that's what this is about.
Awesome sauce.
Thank you. I thought it was awesome sauce too. Kill you.
Celtics Magic. Celtics, one of the best teams in the league.
Magic, power of friendship. They got a German guy on the team and his hurt German brother.
Yeah. I would really like the Magic to win this.
I would love for that to happen.
I would love for that
So
to
the
happen.
Celtics move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big fan of the Magic, man. I like them a lot.
Magic is a cool team.
Yeah.
I don't think the Magic have all that much potential in the playoffs here, but
Not this year.
not this year.
They got a future though. They got 2 really good young players.
They do. I think that they need. I mean, I'm a big fan of like star power on teams, and I think that that's what they lack. I think Banchero is a good young
Banchero,
player,
yeah.
Banchero,
Yeah, you're
and
good.
he'll be that.
He just needs to grow.
He
a
just
bit
needs to grow.
and play healthier. You know.
Yeah.
I think if they add like a couple pieces, maybe they have a. I think they
Mhm.
could win the champs next year if they make the right moves.
I feel like it's the same thing as like the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
When they had Ant and Conley and Towns. Like, why did I say Conley? That's not what I meant to say there. Rudy Gobert.
There you go.
Like, they had a
I
well-rounded
didn't even
team.
question that.
Yeah, Mike Conley was the
Mike Conley on the
difference
Timberwolves.
maker for the Timberwolves.
He played basketball.
He's a hooper.
Yeah.
But I think that it's very similar with it. Like, now Anthony Edwards, best shooter in the league. Well, not like the best shooter.
Most threes.
Most threes. Well-rounded player. Getting a better head on his shoulders.
So I'll say the Magic, they lose this game. They
Yeah.
lose this series. But I don't think they should be mad about it because they have a bright future.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
West.
Moving on. OKC, Memphis.
OKC.
I definitely think the West is a much better division.
Oh, it's a way tighter division.
way
for
tighter
sure.
division.
This one, like 10 weeks ago, the playoff seeding was like set.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I feel like Knicks, Cavs, Celtics were always the best 3.
Mhm.
Pistons kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, they were like solid throughout the whole season.
They were solid, but then they went on that crazy run like midseason,
Yeah.
and now they're like a contender.
If-
Bucks is also good. I
If
like
you're below the
Bucks.
Pistons, you got pretty much no chance of winning. If you're below the Bucks, you like barely got a chance.
I think the Pistons would beat the Bucks if they played each other.
Yeah, maybe.
I think.
I would believe it could happen.
Dare I say? I think the Pistons would beat up on the Celtics. Dare I say?
I daren't you say, but we can talk about that later. OKC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
OKC, 100%. I
Yeah,
also
cross them
think
off.
almost certainly. Oh, is that Clippers over Denver?
Yep, Clippers Denver.
Oh.
Denver has sucked lately.
Yeah, Denver.
But-
They just fired their coach. I don't think they have much of a playoff run with
Here's the thing.
faith in the team.
They have the best player in the league.
They do.
Yeah. Russell Westbrook.
Russ is a good player, but he also did sell that game really
they've
hard.
They've got Jokic.
They got Joker. I refuse to say his name on podcast because I will mess it up.
That's fine. It's really easy to say.
Yeah,
that's
I know.
fine. Clippers got what? Harden, Leonard.
Clippers. I know that
Zubac?
there's another big player on the Clippers.
I don't know how to say his first name, but like Zubac.
Oh yeah, they got Kawhi, James Harden, Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons is on the Clippers.
Yeah.
Is he playing games?
They got Bogdan Bogdanovic.
Is he playing? Is it what is Ben
I
Simmons'
don't
stats
know
on
what
the
Ben
season?
Simmons is doing right now. Ben Simmons.
Man, I haven't thought about Ben Simmons in years, except for the other day.
The first headlines is Nightmare Ben Simmons problem that will not go away at this point.
Yeah, that's kind of been his whole NBA career.
Yeah, Ben Simmons has it rough.
Yeah.
He got 10. He averages 10 points per game against Denver.
How many games played this season?
I don't know what I'm looking at. Advanced stats.
Just
Ben
hit
Simmons.
stats. Just hit stats.
7.1.
Just hit stats.
That's what I did. Oh, my bad. Regular season
18
average.
games played. Okay, so I don't know if he'll.
He's not like a big name on the team.
But they got what? Zubac?
Well, this
Harden,
guy
Leonard.
hasn't. Huh.
I'm saying Clippers, man.
This guy hasn't shot a 3-pointer in 4 years.
I believe it. It's kind of how he plays.
Yeah. But yeah, Kawhi, James Harden, they bring a lot of experience.
Clippers.
Where I feel like,
Clippers in 3.
yeah,
Not in 3. Yeah, that would be in 4.
I don't know
how many
though.
games the series is played in. I don't trust anyone on the Nuggets besides Nikola Jokic, and I don't think that's a good recipe for a playoff series. You know, Gleyber Torres is at bat right now.
Do you have the Tigers game on?
Yes,
I'm
100%.
trying to do a podcast here. Let's see who's on the Nuggets lineup. I think
Jamal
the
Murray.
Nuggets, Russ, Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon. Oh, Michael Porter Jr.
Shit, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I don't think the Nuggets are getting this one.
Gleyber Torres just walked.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm taking Clippers.
That's good for my fantasy.
Is it? Oh, Gleyber is.
Yeah.
I'll do it in all caps because whatever. I don't fucking care anymore. Lakers,
Minnesota. I'm gonna watch this series. This is gonna be cool.
You're not gonna watch all the series.
What?
You're gonna watch all the series.
I probably won't just
because
because
I don't watch basketball, bud.
I don't watch a lot of basketball. I mainly just look at the stats and TikToks and edits.
You were just earlier saying I want more basketball. That's crazy. I'll kill
Well,
you.
no, I'm saying I like that.
Alright,
I like playing games versus just like getting into the playoffs based on your record. You know, I think playing for the championship, like the March Madness, like that's cool because they all play their way. But like if you did it based on season, I don't know.
But how do they get in
What?
to March Madness?
Well, yeah,
There are way more than 68 teams.
I'm aware. I'm aware, but I think it's cool that they had the opportunity to like play good, and then you get things like the Warriors only got good when they got Jimmy Butler, and if you did it the traditional way, I guess Golden State would have made it, but like it's cool that they got to play in, and Memphis Golden State is a good matchup. Like
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't even care. Plus, that's the 7-8. I'm just saying, if we get rid of
Yeah.
this game,
yeah,
you know,
Yeah.
9 and 10, because those are two teams that are almost definitely have losing records.
yeah.
And if you lose more than half your games in a season, is that something we want
I think it's cool.
in the finals?
Imagine
You know?
if they win though.
If
Anyway.
they do, I'll hurt myself.
Lakers, Minnesota. I think
Torres just scored.
I think you got to give it to the Lakers.
Oh yeah, they got Donch.
They got Donch. They got the white trifecta of death
Shut up.
and despair.
They got LeBron.
I love white people.
All right.
I'm kidding. I mean, also Brownie's starting now.
Good.
You got LeBron, and then 3 white dudes.
But then you got Minnesota, who has Edwards.
Edwards. See, I think Minnesota
I don't trust them this year for some reason.
has got because they lost a lot of their good. Like
Was Cat on the
Cat was on Minnesota. Beverly, as much as I glaze Beverly, he was a good part of their team for a while. And like I don't see, other than Ant. I mean, you got Rudy, who I think is a fraud and not a good.
I think
player.
it's the Lakers, man.
I think it's Lakers all the way.
Yeah.
And then Houston Golden State Warriors. I have not heard anything about Houston all season. I was shocked when they were the
they're
number 2
good.
seed. I know
they're legit. I'm picking them to make it to the champs.
Really, you think them
Yeah.
over OKC or
Yeah.
Lakers?
Well, definitely over Lakers. I think they've got a legitimate shot. I love that entire team.
Really?
Amen Thompson.
Amen Thompson is sweet. Steve Adams is sweet. They got the Great Barrier Thief, don't they?
No, he's a Hawk.
He's a Hawk. Oh, he's a Hawk.
Fred VanVleet, I think.
Fred VanVleet's on there, yeah. I got the-
Who's their star? Jalen Green?
I don't
Not their star. They're like a.
know. I think that their sickest player is definitely Amen Thompson. That guy is awesome.
Rockets. I'm gonna pull up their roster stats. Jalen Green's leading them. Şengün. He's a really good center. Van Vliet, Thompson, Dylan Brooks, Jabari Smith Jr. Easy.
I think that this team too has the ability to really stick it to the old heads in Golden State.
I think they have a really good defense.
Yeah.
Like one of the best defenses in the league, if not the best. I don't know the stats on that.
I will say though, it's Steph Curry. That is a factor. Steph Curry.
How old is he now?
I think 37. He's still dropped 2 50-point games this season.
He's
though.
dying, dude. He's got 2 days to live.
Steph Curry might have the craziest clutch gene in all of basketball though.
Or is it Paul George?
It's not Paul George. Dude,
You don't know that?
you know what's crazy? The Sixers have like statistically one of the best lineups and everyone's hurt. They got Paul George, Joel Embiid, McCain, and they're like Tyrese
Kelly
Maxey.
Oubre.
Like they got really good
Is
players.
Kelly Oubre on the Bucks now, or is that in our 2K team? That might be our 2K. Hey, Dylan Dingler just hit the ball.
Quentin Grimes, Jared Butler.
Who's in our 4 spot right now? Is that Green or Torkelson?
I don't know.
Torkelson, I think. Is Green sitting today?
All right, we can go ahead and throw Houston in there.
Yeah.
I think that'll be a good game too, though,
Yeah. No, I think
or a
so.
good
A
series.
good series. Yeah.
I'll take the here. Give me like a blue or something.
I have a green.
Green.
Yeah, I lost the blue at some point.
All right, Cavs Bucks. I don't think that there's much reckoning to do by the Bucks if they had Dame and if Dame was healthy and hooping the way Dame used to hoop. I think it'd be a really good matchup.
I think
But-
the Cavs kind of shit on them.
I don't think Giannis alone can beat the Cavs.
I think
And
the Cavs kind of blow through the Bucks.
I would agree.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take Cavs here.
Yeah.
Knicks Celtics.
I think the Pistons are a better matchup for the Celtics, and I have no reason to say that.
No, I agree because the Celtics are an annoying team to play against. I will say though that the Knicks did just take the Celtics to overtime like last week.
You think the Celtics are frauds? Don't say that. That's a
I
stupid thing to
I
say.
would really like the Knicks to beat the Celtics.
I would love for the Pistons to beat the Celtics.
I think that let's look at the Celtics lineup. I'm gonna be blinded by the whiteness. Although I think it's funny that the Lakers are like one of the whitest teams in the league.
Yeah, well, you know, it happens.
Because the yellow just looks terrible on white people.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
They got Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis, Derek White, Drew Holiday. Yeah, it's kind of hard to Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to say that that team's gonna.
It's
lose.
hard, but I think that the Knicks. Jason Tatum is just really good at basketball, and it sucks. But I don't think that I think the Pistons would have a much better answer for him than the Knicks.
Can I say we have the Pistons win the Knicks series? How unreasonable is that to you?
I don't think it's unreasonable. I think it's pretty reasonable.
I think it would be cooler if the Pistons play the Celtics. I also kind of, I'll put my cards out. And obviously, I'm a Pistons fan.
Yeah.
And I'm incredibly biased, but I
Yeah.
think they've got like maybe not like a 50% chance, but like it's close. Give them like
I don't-
45, 55 odds.
Okay, here's my thing. I think Celtics beat the Cavs. I think the Cavs and Celtics are both kind of follow the same philosophy as teams with a lot of high volume offensive
Yeah,
options.
they're
with
both very high scoring.
Tingus,
Pingus.
Jason Tatum, both two really good scorers. Derek White, the bald-headed bandit.
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, like all. Well, Jaylen Brown, I think, is more of a defense guy.
Peyton Pritchard.
Pritchard's good, yeah. Al Horford.
Stupid name.
But I think the Pistons might beat the Celtics. I don't think there's any way the Pistons beat the Cavs.
No, I don't know.
But I will take, for the sake of our podcast, I'll take Pistons here.
Because I just think it's cooler if they do, and I'm not saying that they will win, and I'm fine if we want to put the Knicks there.
Well, I want the Celtics to lose as early as possible.
Yeah,
and I think
me too.
Pistons have the best chance of beating them.
Yeah.
So I'll take Pistons here too.
Yeah. I like this. This is huge for Pistons, man. They
Yeah.
had 2 wins last season.
That's a real stat.
That's a real stat. You can Google that.
You can look that up.
Cade Cunningham peed his pants on the court last season.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, he took his shorts off and started throwing it at fans.
I also like this because if the Knicks lose to the Pistons, I can live with that.
Yeah.
Like
Not if they lose to the Celtics.
Well, like the teams in my standing, I like the Pistons a lot. I like the Knicks. They're probably sitting right above.
Right.
And then there's everyone else. Like
Yeah.
I'm a Pistons and Knicks fan. Knicks beat them out a little bit, but I'll be happy to see the Pistons move on.
That's like if the Tigers lose in the playoffs, I would much rather it be to like the Mariners than the Yankees.
Yeah.
You know, because I
Yeah.
really like the Mariners.
Watching
Fuck the
the
Yankees.
Celtics beat up the Knicks again,
I would hate that.
I would hate that. So yeah, we'll take this.
Because Knicks, they're not my second favorite basketball team, but I don't want to see them lose to the Celtics.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch the Magic lose to the Celtics either, but it's gonna happen.
You're gonna probably
Yeah.
watch the Pistons lose to the Celtics too because
Yeah.
we don't know ball.
No, we don't. But no one knows ball. You just make a prediction, and then if it happens to come true, you say you know ball.
Yeah, we
but
know
you're
ball.
lucky. You're
We-
just lucky.
We know ball. You should have done your bracket facing the other way.
I thought I was gonna have enough space to have it all on this corner, but I fucked it. I got red.
OKC Clippers.
Low key.
OKC. Yeah, it's not even
OKC.
close.
It's really not close.
It's not close.
Yeah, I like the Clippers, kinda. I'm taking Rockets.
You're taking Rockets
I'm
over
taking
Lakers.
Rockets. Yeah, big time.
You
They're
really?
2 seed for a reason, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
The Lakers' 2 best players are old and fat.
Yeah, but the Lakers.
It's not a real argument.
The Lakers have turned into a good defensive team.
They are
as
a
well.
good team. I think it'll be a really good series.
The thing
Give me
is,
the Rockets.
The thing is, though, I think like the power that the Lakers have is a good matchup against Houston because the Lakers, as much as we thought this wouldn't be the case, is a tough defensive team.
Yeah, they're a good team.
And I don't think Houston has the offensive capability because I think with Luka and LeBron can play through the defense where I don't think that there's Houston players that can beat that physical defense.
Jalen Green can hoop, man.
I realize that there's good hoopers, but I don't think that you got Luka and LeBron
You're damn right we did.
and you got a second LeBron. And that's not to mention Austin Reeves, who's another really good
Amin
scorer.
Thompson is averaging 1.3 blocks a game.
True. But you got 2 of the best scorers. Well, I don't think LeBron's the best scorer anymore, but Luka's definitely is.
Yeah, not currently. He's still a very good player.
Austin Reeves, though, deserves some credit.
I want to see this game. I want to see this series. If it happens to be these 2 teams, which it probably will, I want it to go to 7.
Yeah,
I want to see 7 games of that
yeah.
because I think that'll be a great series. I don't know where I'm going to be able to watch this.
hmm
Do I still have your mom's YouTube TV account on my computer?
Oh, it's gonna be a. Oh yeah. Just pirate it.
It's illegal, and I love the law. I love the
You
law.
you can watch it on my account
Oh,
if you want
hell
to.
yeah.
Unless there's a streaming limit, in which case I'll text you.
Because
wanna
I know I
it.
can watch Pistons games because I have FanDuel Sports
Yeah.
Network. Fuck you, FanDuel Sports Network. I don't want to pay $20 a month. I don't want to pay money to watch
Paying
stuff.
for sports sucks.
Yeah, especially for football.
Yeah.
Because if you want to watch Lions games only, that's $80 a month on YouTube TV. And you get primetime games and you get Lions games.
Why? That sucks.
You can also pay like $30 a month through NFL TV or some shit.
You get all the games?
And then
or?
get Lions games. Or something like that.
That's stupid. I hate money. I hate capitalism.
Yep. Oh, except unless you want to watch like the Christmas games, because those are on Netflix and Apple TV and Amazon. Or if you want to watch the playoff games, some of those are on Peacock. So if you want to watch the Chiefs beat the Dolphins in freezing cold weather in a game where both teams score like 2 points, you gotta pay for that on Peacock, buddy.
I thought Peacock was free. I know Peacock.
I don't know. This was from like 2 years ago.
Okay.
And it sucked.
Yeah, streaming services doing sports sucks.
I got a free like month of Peacock or whatever to watch that game, and it was terrible.
Remember when Jake Paul fought Mike Tyson live on Netflix?
I didn't even watch that. What were we doing something that day?
I think it was before we were friends.
No, I was doing something with someone that day, and I feel like you were there. Did we go to Walmart that day? Or Meijer?
I know I watched it with my roommates.
I remember running into someone. Maybe that was, I had a friend.
I don't think that was me.
I must have had like
I think it was
Connor or Sam come down.
Probably. Okay, so
I remember someone was there, and it's typically you.
You have the West, so I'll let you put Houston.
But in return, you're going to take the Pistons to the finals?
No, Cavs is going to smoke the Pistons.
Dang it. Okay.
I mean, I think...
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell's kind of a stud.
Mm-hmm.
They got D. Wade.
Mobley Balls.
Dean Wade, who I meant when I said D. Wade.
Yeah, not Dwayne.
Tristan Thompson, also cool. Jarrett Allen. I don't like the way he smiles.
I like his hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna go.
We're gonna go Cavs. And then we're gonna go. Give me the black one. This is what the bracket is supposed to look like.
What?
Okay, OKC and Houston.
I don't want to make a boring bracket.
I think it's Houston.
You think it's Houston over OKC?
Yes. I don't. Well, I want it to be. Because I don't want to see ones and ones up there. What is this? March Madness this year?
I think OKC goes all the way this year.
You think they win?
I don't think that there's a good matchup to stop Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Because
that's true.
I think you need a really specific player to stop him.
Who?
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, probably.
Like, I seriously...
I'll take it.
I saw a TikTok. Shocker.
Yeah.
But I really...
Is that where you're getting the bracket from, too?
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, I really agree with it, though, that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a shooting threat, a driving threat, a foul baiter. Just kidding. Even
if he's baiting him, stop fouling him.
Yeah. Well, Tyler is a huge SGA fan, so I call him a free throw merchant all the time.
Piss him off, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. But in all actuality, I don't think there's any answer for him that Houston or the Lakers or even... I don't think there's any answer to him.
He's good.
Maybe Kawhi.
He's good.
I don't know if Kawhi is still doing what he used to do.
Yeah, you know. Sorry,
Did you just say, oh, yeah, while looking at your phone while we're doing a podcast?
I'm trying to get the room for longer because we're going over a little bit.
Oh, I think we'll be fine. We can... It's been 45 minutes. We can just do the bracket and call it.
No. We have it till 8:30 at least.
Oh.
No one else has it reserved until 9:30, so I think we're fine.
Oh, hell yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, we can say OKC. That is boring and lame.
I don't think
so. I
there's...
think we should change our bracket to have the Pistons win everything. That would be cool though. Yeah, you got it.
Do you want to also talk about MVP races?
No.
Okay.
It's Jokic.
It's probably SGA.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be.
It should be Jokic. And if
But-
they don't pick Jokic, they're stupid.
He's
averaging a triple-double.
I do think that there is, like, a good conversation about valuable player versus best player.
Yeah.
And I don't think, like, we're looking at the Denver Clippers matchup. I don't think Jokic is doing enough for Denver. I think Shea is doing more for OKC.
Here's my thing. Take both teams and take away Jokic or take away SGA. You take away Jokic from Denver, they're nothing.
Yeah.
You take away SGA from OKC, they're a worse team for sure, but they still have some studs on that team.
Yeah, but, like, is Lou Dort leading them to the finals?
No, but
Like
let
you
me
take
pull
away
up their
SGA,
roster,
who do
okay?
you have?
Let me pull up their roster. They have Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams leads a
Is
team
good
to the play-in.
I'm not saying. Okay, first off, if Denver doesn't have Jokic, they're literally nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying OKC is still a 1 seed without SGA. He's still the MVP 2, the second most valuable player. But Jokic is averaging a triple-double.
But I feel like you need to be an MVP, to be the most valuable player. I think your team doing well is a big part of that.
Okay.
Like,
It's a player.
I know it's a player thing, but it's like, how valuable are you to a team if your team's not winning? Like, out in the first round in playoffs doesn't scream MVP.
Just when I think MVP, it's the best player.
Right.
And I think losing an award because your team sucks is stupid, especially if MVP and those sort of awards are to sort of, have a chance to have really good players in bad situations get wins. It's like, you're not going to get this. But Dave Steve was the pitcher of the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
He was a phenomenal pitcher. Like, he was leading the league in every stat, but he didn't get wins because his team never scored runs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, never. So he was like 8-8 on the season.
I think baseball's a way different scenario.
Maybe, but it's you get the idea here. Right. He still should have won the Cy Young in like 4 years, even though his team was losing. Yeah. Even when he was playing, the team lost because they would lose like 1-0.
Yeah, but
So I don't think that Jokic, just because he's on a bad team, is a less valuable player. If anything, I think the fact that he dragged a team that just fired its head coach to a 4 seed.
Yeah. I definitely think that
it should be Jokic.
Jokic should win. Like, I'm not saying.
I
don't like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I don't like the guy.
I do like him,
but I don't think he's gonna win. I think SVG definitely wins. Or SGA. SVG's a NASCAR driver, my bad.
Cool. It should be Jokic, and that's my diatribe. Cavs, Thunder, who wins?
Cavs, Thunders? I think it's got to be Thunder.
I'll take Cavs, and we'll put $200 on that.
I do think Cavs are the best team to match up with them because Donovan...
Well, yeah, because they're both 1 seeds.
Yeah. But I think if Donovan can lock up Shea, Cavs' rest of the team is way better.
If I want to see a fun one, give me Pistons-Lakers. That would be a fun.
That would be sweet. I still think Lakers beat Houston.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Lakers, I think, have a better matchup against OKC as well. I don't know.
Whatever, man. We fine with this?
I'm fine with this.
We want to move on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to move on.
All right.
Pull up a mock draft on your computer.
Mock draft.
Yeah. Is that PFF? Pro Football Network, maybe? Yeah. This is just gonna be someone else's mock draft.
How do you-
mock draft simulator?
Oh, my bad.
You're good.
Do you want me to do like my share my screen thing?
Yeah. That's why we're doing it on your computer.
Got it.
We can swap seats if you want, because I'll probably do a lot of the.
No, that's cool.
Well, it'll be quicker that way.
No, I'm saying I'll move over like
Oh.
this. I'm not gonna like stand up and move around.
Okay.
Just
you.